Our great friends at MyFitnessPal. Keep Ja out of the paint, just 8 points in the paint tonight. A much better job than on April 1st when he was 5 for 5 at the rim, Fezzi.
I mean, you got to give Moses Moody a lot of credit for that. GP2, just a team effort trying to contain Ja.
Get the Grizz in foul trouble. They did that with Jaren Jackson Jr. and Zach Edey, and the Warriors able to go to the charity stripe 34 times.
No, Jimmy Butler set the tone, taking Zach Edey off the dribble, knocking down a few threes early, then dominating the paint. Also, Steph Curry getting to the free throw line. Great job by the Warriors offense.
And then the non-Steph minutes, a +7 tonight, Fezzi.
They turned the defense up. I'm really impressed with the way they turned the defense and just made it. They started running in transition. I thought the Warriors did a great job in the non-Steph minutes.
All right, let's hear from Jimmy Butler, who had a game-high 38 points, 7 rebounds, and 6 assists.
Did it, it sounds like you guys knew that Edey would probably guard you, but did it surprise you that not only was he guarding you, but he was giving you a lot of room?
Nope. We talked about it, and it's always play basketball the right way, shoot the ball when you're open, attack, get into the paint, get to the free throw line, and pass it to the open guy. So no matter who's guarding me, I'm always going to play the exact same way.
Did you figure that scheme, though, would lead to, you getting to the rim a lot and, scoring as much as you did?
Yes and no. I feel like I have the opportunity here to pick my spots incredibly well, and they're always looking to get me the ball in my spots where I can be aggressive and put the ball in the basket or make the right play for the next individual. So we ran a couple sets for me to do that. And then Steph did all the other stuff.
How did you decide, early you took a couple of those threes when they were way off, and then you kind of just started going to the rim regardless. Like, how do you decide when to keep shooting the threes or when to just kind of power through?
I can shoot. I just choose not to shoot threes. I'd rather drive into the paint, get me a layup, a midi, or pass the ball to somebody that's probably a much better shooter than I am. I think probably you and everybody else want me to shoot more threes, but I like shooting some layups.
Jimmy, throughout the season, you said that you will take what the defense is giving you in terms of shooting and being aggressive offensively. You've had 20 attempts in each of the last 2 games. What have you seen on the floor that has warranted that?
That we may need me to score a little bit more right now, but it could change come when we play Sunday, something like that. If I can get 17 assists and we win, that's great. If I can get 10 steals or 2 steals and we win, that's great. But I think me scoring a little bit more has definitely helped us a little bit.
Jimmy, what personally bothers you more, turnovers or missed free throws?
Turnovers. I hate turning the ball over. Free throws, but turnovers really irk me.
What do you think you can take from...
All right, you see Jimmy Butler there at the podium. He's usually at his locker. Steph Curry and Jimmy Butler, the first duo of the season. They each have 35-plus points, 4+ assists, and have a true shooting percentage of 65+ in the same game. So they went out there and balled out. Jimmy's talking about the turnovers. It drives him crazy. But Jimmy, only 2 turnovers tonight, plus he's kicking himself over to 6 missed free throws. But a masterful performance from the dynamic duo as Jimmy told Steph, hey, man, I'm your Robin to your Batman.
It really helps to have a guy and Jimmy with the experience of having success in the play-in. I told you before the game, you have played in the play-in. You have not won a game, but you also have not played with Jimmy Butler yet. I thought he was phenomenal tonight. I thought in the minutes where Steph was resting or he was off the ball, Jimmy did a great job of taking his own gravity and getting to the paint, making plays for others. And they're going to need that. The Warriors are going to need that, a lot of that, and more continuation in the offense as they go into the playoffs.
Because of Jimmy Butler's dominance in the half-court offense, turnovers have not been a problem. Tonight they had 10. 29 assists, 10 turnovers. And I thought anytime they really needed a free throw or a basket, Jimmy Butler was there to get to the paint, make things happen. And when you have a guy like Jimmy Butler playing exclusively inside and Steph outside, it really puts a lot of pressure on Memphis' defense. And I think Memphis played good defense. The Warriors were just better.
All right, let's go flying above the rim, courtesy of OAK.
Who is it?
It's not Eric Congo. He's been grounded.
Woo! Whoa.
You said it the other day, Fez.
What you doing, Bonte? What? What's going on? We just snitching on people?
Hey, Moses!
Arkansas!
All I'm saying, Air Arkansas has been clear for takeoff, but there's a little delay on Air Congo and Air Indiana. But how about Air Arkansas?
Moses Moody, send it in.
4-7. 9 points.
I love that Moses Moody right there was running in transition, but on defense, I thought he was phenomenal on John Morant. Like, you're going to need all your bench. You're going to need your whole guys coming in the game and making their imprint, because Steph and Jimmy are going to demand a lot of pressure from the defense, from the Houston Rockets. But guys like Moses Moody, Brandon Pajemski had a rough shooting day tonight. But these guys are going to be needed to make an impact as the games go along.
Yeah, and I think Moses played a good game defensively. I still like the fact you see he's shooting open shot. He'll make them, but it's important that he continues to find himself in the proper places to get himself open. I have confidence he'll start knocking them down.
All right, let's take a look at the odds presented by Great Resort and Casino. Look at us. We're some geniuses up here.
I feel like after
he will end up in playing history with just 135 points.
Mo, you called it. You said he was going to be top of the list.
That wasn't a joke.
No,
I was dead serious.
I know you were dead serious.
He climbed the list to get this win.
He now has the most 30-point games in NBA playing history.
I can't tell if this is a flex or not, Bonte.
Steph wouldn't call it a flex. Would you call it a flex, Miliano? You're 1-3 in playing games. You'll take it. You'll take it.
We're going to start flexing in Houston.
Yes, there you go.
Get out of that box safely. Get out of the box safely, and let's get back into the playoffs.
Yes. Oh, no more juice boxes.
Oh, man.
Oh, man. All right, let's check out Stephen Curry's night, because we saw that right thumb. And I do wonder how long he's going to be able to deal with the pain tolerance of this right thumb. He got it retaped in the fourth quarter, 6 of 13 for the three-point line, including the back-to-back threes late in the fourth quarter to get the Warriors a 6-point lead.
What a shot.
Early on, it felt like he was struggling a little bit. I can't wait to watch the game back to see how much he used his left hand, but a masterful performance despite the tape all over his left thumb, Willie, or right thumb, I should say.
He put a lot of pain on the Memphis Grizzlies all night long. And Bonte and Festus, two of the biggest possessions. One time, Jimmy Butler fed Draymond in the post. An old school split action. Steph came back, relocated, and then they flip-flopped it. Then they fed Jimmy Butler in the post, and Steph got free for a three-point shot. So we saw some isolation basketball, some good transition ball. Steph was working off the dribble, relocating, and when they needed two huge buckets, they went back to their pet play, split action.
I mean, something that's going to be a work in progress as the playoffs go along is trying to figure out ways to balance out Steph Curry's ability to control the game, which is fast and ball moving, and Jimmy Butler's slow pace, ISO getting to the rim. Both very effective. You saw that tonight. Both combined for 75 points. But Steve Kerr has to find a balance as they keep going on, and even against the Houston Rockets. They need to be fast against the Houston Rockets, but whenever you need a bucket, you know exactly where to go.
Yeah, I think what they've figured out is Jimmy Butler's isolation play. It really emphasizes, and it's always a big emphasis, but the spacing. You have to keep your space. You have to be patient and keep your composure. And you're going to have to make shots late in that shot clock. GP2 hit a huge three-point shot from the top of the key there with a second left. So as he's probing and working the defense, you've got to maintain your spacing and be ready to shoot when he delivers the ball.
Well, those other guys are going to have to hit that three when Jimmy's isoing, right? Fezzi, Moses Moody, 1 of 4 from 3. Draymond Green, 0 for 3 from 3. Brandon Pajemski, 1 for 5 from 3. Did you get GP2, 2 for 6, but he hit the big one there. Those shots will be available for those guys, so they should feel good with some rest, knowing that they're going to get wide open three-point looks.
Yeah, there's a lot of attention. I mean, Steph and Jimmy are going to get a lot of attention. Both of those guys, they can really score the basketball. I can't say that. You can't overstate that. And Steph Curry tonight adjusting, getting to the two-point shot. So when Steph gets into the paint, now those guys are going to be open on the weak side. So you see guys finding people on the weak side. The Warriors just need to take care of the ball. And